Hello and welcome, Reds, to a late night transfer episode. Anyway, breaking news. Obviously, if you are watching this on Saturday morning, let us all know your thoughts in the comment section below. On obviously Liverpool's second bid for Floarian Wirtz, the German, one of the best attacking midfielders in European football. But tonight's episode, whenever you're watching, we'll have a little gander about, obviously, as you can see there on the screen. Liverpool have, this come from the very well respected Paul Joyce anyway. Liverpool have submitted a revised offer for Bayer Leverkusen for Floarian Wirtz a bid in the region of 130 million as talks continue between the clubs. The package guarantees Leverkusen 100 million with the addition of 30 million in add-ons. And obviously, if you want to check out more, head over to obviously Paul Joyce's article, The Times Sport, as well. Reds, I know a lot of Liverpool fans might be panicking and all that, but in my honest opinion, my analysis, for whatever it's worth anyway, it's a little bit of poker, really. As we know, you never accept the first, second bid, but Liverpool have already, in those two bids, expressed a big interest for the German attacking midfielder. But Reds, if you are watching on the live, do get your comments in. We'll try and get through as many as we possibly can this evening as well, Reds. But do drop a like on the video as well if you are watching this on the repeat as well. It's a big bid, obviously Liverpool record bid in terms of obviously the second bid now. That is the case, 130 million with obviously the addition of 30 million in add-ons. So it's big money. It is, and it's worth it, in all honesty. You look at the caliber of player that Floarian Wirtz it is. I do apologise for the German native. I've been reading a couple of comments and everyone said it's pronounced with a V in German. Obviously, so Floarian Wirtz. So yeah, try my best anyway. Scouse language and all that lingo as well. So yeah, don't think it translates well to German, but we'll go with that anyway. But Reds, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. As we said, always check out obviously the full extent of the article, but a couple of snippets really in regards to obviously the report from Paul Joyce this evening on Friday evening. If you're watching this on Saturday as well. So as Paul Joyce did allude to in that tweet as well, couple of little interesting bites really in regards to it as well. As I said, not little sections of it anyway. The big thing to come out of this is obviously, as Paul Joyce reports, is the negotiations are continuing in regards to Liverpool. But as it stands, Liverpool are unwilling to meet the German club's full asking price. I think that's a very big thing to come out of Paul's article this evening as well. So yeah, we're not willing, but as we've seen in previous years, if anyone's been following Liverpool transfers over the last 20 odd years, a lot of the reports, from what I've gauged, is a lot of these reports are a couple of days behind. Maybe obviously the press, obviously they get a bit more news coming through anyway, but I do feel that Liverpool will get this deal over the line, in my honest opinion. But that's interesting from Paul Joyce in that regard. A big point to this as well that Paul Joyce does allude to as well. The discussions are clearly fluid, and Wirtz is with the German national squad before Sunday's fair place playoff with obviously with France in Stuttgart as well. So fluid negotiations. It's not a case of negotiations are at a dead end really. It's not that both clubs are like thrown in the cap, even though Paul does allude to Liverpool are unwilling to meet the German club's valuation for the player. But I analysed this, and I don't know how you feel, Reds. Let us know in the comment section below, post live or whatnot on the repeat. It's got to be a bit more from Floarian Wirtz's camp. It's difficult when you've just had obviously Germany in that crazy game anyway against Portugal. We're eliminated. Weren't good enough anyway. Florian did get a goal in that game as well, but there needs to be a middle ground really for both clubs. But at the end of the day, the power's in Bayer Leverkusen's court. I think that's the whole thing we all know. Liverpool aren't the selling club. Bayer Leverkusen are for Florian, so it's one of them. It's all about brinkmanship in football as well. If you're buying a house, if you're lucky to be buying a house anyway, you lowball, as we all know in life, with certain bids. You don't put your whole hand really in regards to the official bid, but it's got to come a bit more from Florian's camp, in my honest opinion. You need to be a bit more vocal. Even though from all reports over the last couple of weeks that have been highly publicised, and Paul Joyce, David Ornstein as well, the two very well respected journalists in the world of media and within sport as well, especially when it comes around to Liverpool transfers, Liverpool. So it's one of them chats. In terms of just this article as well from Paul Joyce, obviously just speaks about the bid that was made 2 weeks ago. It's going to be interesting. So obviously goes on to allude Milos Kerkez as well, and as Paul said there, surely they'd accept this. It's not a given, bud. In all honesty, chat, let's keep on getting your comments in. I'm interested in what you think about this in this regard, Paul. But yeah, it's brinkmanship, dealing with big football clubs, big money. It's ridiculous money in football now, but it's how football is. The amount of money these players do generate for the football club in terms of the club infrastructure and absolutely everything really. It's a lot of money for us everyday normal football fans out there, but I think in how big the Premier League is, how massive Liverpool is as an organisation in terms of as a portfolio for FSG as well. So we're massive. This deal, don't panic, Reds. I'd say, from my honest opinion, my 2 pence really. This deal, I feel, and from what reports have been circulating over the last couple of weeks as well, that Liverpool aren't in panic stations really, as Paul Joyce alluded to tonight in his article. Liverpool are unwilling, but there still might be a bit more of a negotiating factor really, because it might just be a case, I feel, that if Liverpool maybe yet sound, we agree to the 150 million or the higher, we have a little bit of wiggle room really in regards to, we'll pay you 150 million Leverkusen or 150 million euros. The valuation, you might meet Leverkusen's valuation, but it might be a case of Liverpool saying, sounds, we'll agree to that, but we're not going to be willing to pay 100 million up front. It might be a case of 60, 70 odd million up front, and then those payments will potentially get staggered over the next couple of years as well. So that's how I'd deal with it if I was Richard Hughes. This is why I'm doing YouTube and not a sporting director anyway, but that's how I'd be just going to buy a Leverkusen sound, lads. If you don't want to, we'll go to 150 million, but we're not going to be willing to make 100 odd million up front as well. But I don't know as well. Big up there, Gregor. Big up there, buds. Liverpool have not submitted this bid without a verbal agreement. Potentially, buds. As I said, time will tell anyway. Except not too sure. Big up there, Andy, as well. Liverpool will be accepted. I'm not too sure as well. Yeah, as we said, as the world of media, we are this Liverpool news channel as well, podcast and absolutely everything as well, Red. So, as I say, Dave Davis will be joining you. If you are waking up on Saturday morning, he will have a daily Red. So if you are watching this in the morning, tune into Dave Davis's Daily Red. Obviously, you'll get all the great insight as always, and obviously there might be a bit when everyone wakes up at a more reasonable time. Yes, we are doing a live quite late at night, but we wanted to get this news out to you as quickly as we possibly could anyway. So yeah, make sure you do tune into the Daily Red as well, chat. I'm just gonna have a quick scan anyway in terms of my notes. Just quickly make sure that I've kind of covered the big points really from Paul Joyce this evening. So 150 million talks continue between the clubs, as I've said there. Obviously, as we've already alluded to, 30 million in add-ons. But the valuation, and that's the big one really. Apologies, Reds. I should have mentioned that a lot earlier. The valuation for Bayer Leverkusen, the German side, is in the region of 126 million. So it's just a case of 30 million difference, the disparity really between Liverpool. So 30 million in it's absolutely pocket change really for the football clubs. It's just about good negotiation from Richard Hughes and from the great work Richard Hughes and the data lads have done over the years anyway, and especially the impact in which Richard Hughes has done. It's just a case of a little bit of wiggle room between both clubs and just be like, lads, can we just have a little handshake on this? But I think the main factor, this deal would have been done a very long time ago if there wasn't the Germany games in the middle of negotiations really. I think Florian would be able to sit down properly and negotiate with Leverkusen and with Liverpool as well and speak to both clubs direct. But from more reports as we've had over the last couple of weeks is Florian has favoured Liverpool over the likes of Bayern Munich and of course Manchester City as well. So yeah, time will tell. Reds quickly developing as well. When you wake up on Saturday morning or whenever you're watching this video, the deal, it might be a lot more advanced as we've already reported on this evening as well. So but yeah, Reds, checking my notes as well. Yeah, so just goes on to obviously Paul Joyce alludes to obviously the interest of Cherky, obviously from Manchester City as well. So Reds, little short video anyway. It wasn't going to be too, but big up there, Christopher. 7 a.m. here in Perth. Yeah, Australia time zone, a very long time ahead. Anyway, but have a good day, buds. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. As I said, no one knows, but the only people that know in terms of the deal and it being potentially done are Richard Hughes, Floarian Wirtz's camp anyway. And as we always say, we always say, until we see the official AXA lean and the official Liverpool content and we got the official confirmation, then that's where we can very much be very giddy, to say the least anyway. But watch your space, Reds. As I said, I know a lot of you, and certainly me, when I seen the reports this evening, I was like, oh, sounds it. But hopefully we do wake up a bit in a couple more hours in the UK on Saturday morning, and we've got a bit more news to talk about really on Anfield Index as well. As Mazzy said there, we're going to break this as Liverpool. And Jack, when do you think the total agreement will be reached? And what a great time to be a Liverpool fan, going to break the British transfer record as well. Yeah. My honest opinion, Mazzy, in regards to that, bud, I think do you think we'll get a total agreement? Yeah, I think we will get a total agreement, bud. For the younger Reds out there, and I've covered every Liverpool, I remember doing I think a lot of Liverpool content creators remember doing a Caicedo deal where we all went to bed with the understanding of all the very well respected journalists reporting on it. And we woke up, I certainly woke up to about 1 million messages saying, yeah, lads, Caicedo deal has fell through. And I was like, you're mad. But it's one of them, mate. Mazzy, don't panic, buds, or Reds out there. I think the deal will get agreed. It's just a bit of brinkmanship between both clubs anyway. And yeah, Liverpool wouldn't go this long in negotiations and then just at the last stage back out over the case of literally 13 million. That's the difference between both clubs in regards to the fees. What's that? We just sold Kelleher as well. It might just be a case of, yeah, we might just need to sell an extra player a bit more sooner as well. So one of them. Don't be panicking, Reds. Maybe give it a rest. Possibly there, Andy. Obviously, Andy alluding, for any audio listeners, Andy's put on the comments. They want 120 million. Just give them the rest, plus either Costas or Quansah as well. Obviously, Dave Davis alluded to already on Anfield Index this week with everyone as well. His reports obviously stating that Liverpool, of course, well, Dave Davis done a Daily Red in regards to the reports anyway of Bayer Leverkusen maybe expressing an interest in Harvey Elliott. That many players that we've been linked with going out to football club anyway, but Harvey Elliott, prior to obviously Brentford's completion of their deal in regards to Kelleher, he was rumoured to be linked with a move to Bayer Leverkusen as well, wasn't he? And of course Quansah And Leverkusen are allegedly, from reports this week, are wanting to be in the market for a centre-half and an attacking midfielder. So, Reds, watch this space anyway. But yeah, big up there, Eddie, as well. Yeah, as I said, mate, at this moment in time, I haven't seen that, in all honesty. But when we wake up in the UK, in terms of our time zone, it might be a bit more of a bit more total of agreement anyway. But Reds, we'll get the deal done. Don't be panicking, don't be stressing. Richard Hughes and the lads in the technical and the recruitment, they're on it. They're on it anyway. Big up there, tasks here. Hopefully Monday, pray Wirtz won't play in the mean on this fair place game as well. Yeah, obviously over the last week as well, we've seen certain reports stating that, obviously from the Hungarian press, that Kerkez is not going to be getting involved in the two upcoming Hungary games, which is good, I think, which would be good. Help with negotiations as well. Lee, because, yeah, big up there, Lee, as Lee's saying in the YouTube comments this evening for the audio listeners as well. Whatever it costs, it's whether it costs with it'll be a bargain if things go well. Yeah. It's a bargain chat. 22 years old as well. One of the best young attacking midfielders in European football as well. So, yeah, it might seem like a lot of money, and it is. But in the grand scheme of things, if that lad brings 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Premier League trophies in his period, and he has a long, illustrious career at Liverpool, it's worth every single penny. Because if he would have asked us, at the time when we signed Alisson and obviously signed Virgil van Dijk, all the rival fans were going, you've spent all that money. It's like, and then you weren't laughing when we won the Champions League, you weren't laughing when we've just won 2 Premier Leagues in the space of 5 years as well. So it's one of them. They just want to be us as well. But Reds, we're going to conclude here as well. But most importantly, make sure you do head over to, obviously, not that one. There we go. Anfield Index. Do you apologise there, Chaz? Right, get the tab back up anyway. I wanted. So I was gonna promote some of the videos. There we go. We'll get them eventually. There we go. Properly got them up. Anyway, head over. Make sure you do head over, Reds. Most importantly, to Anfield Index. If you are watching this on Saturday morning or Sunday or whatnot, of course, we've got plenty of content to get stuck into on the YouTube side. And when I head over to Anfield Index from an audio point of view as well, head over to AnfieldIndex.com. If you want to become an Anfield Index Pro member, you can certainly do so. That's £3.33 a month as well. But in terms of the YouTube side of things, if anyone's new to Anfield Index, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Put your bell notification on as well, so you do get notified as well. But we've got a little preview, obviously, from the Under Pressure lads as well. Darth and obviously Sai and Dr. Bart take you through all the little segments of obviously Arne Slot's brilliance and how for next season, and not just this season, the big impact in which the Dutch manager has had. Obviously we had Harry Sefi and Seb Stafford, obviously of The Athletic. Seb, it was great that Harry was getting his unique insight on Jeremy Frimpong, Liverpool's new flying Dutch right back anyway. If you haven't checked it out, Reds, obviously that's just a little preview on the YouTube side. Fantastic listen, as always. So obviously Harry getting all the latest scoop on Liverpool's new right back as well. A couple of transfer shows, obviously from Dave Hendricks, speaking about obviously Kerkez, him report obviously reacting to the news that looks like Kerkez over the last couple of days is reporting that he's meant to be flying in for his medical, which is going to be very exciting as well, Reds. So, and obviously we are live now, and obviously previously this evening, obviously we had Trev and Dave Davis going through the latest transfer episodes. Obviously, the lads taking you through all the inside scoop on all the latest Liverpool transfer news as well. But yeah, so Reds, if you are new to Anfield Index, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below as well. Make sure you do get involved. But yeah, Reds, massive thank you for everyone for tuning in. Apologies, I haven't went through all the comments. It's absolutely popping off. But if you can do so on your way out, do drop a like on the video as well. As we said before, Dave Davis will be taking you through on Saturday morning all the latest, and hopefully he'll be taking you through all hopefully a new fresh update on this news story as well. But Reds, late night edition to Anfield Index as well. Plenty of content to get stuck into on the YouTube side, but if you are new to Anfield Index, hit that subscribe button down below. Head over to of course the Discord. Over 2,000 Liverpool fans over there already, so a great community of Liverpool fans to get involved with as well. But yeah, Reds, if you are tuning in now, rewind the video as well. You're wondering what's happening here. But Reds, massive thank you for everyone tuning in tonight. Put the bell notification on as well. But look after yourself, Reds. Have a lovely, hopefully, start to your weekend. And as we know, yeah, it's going to be chock-a-blocker, of course. A couple more days left in the transfer window one, so plenty of content still to come here at Anfield Index as well, Reds. But don't panic. Liverpool will get this deal over the line. Just a case of 13 million here and there in regards to negotiations as well, Reds. Everyone, look after yourself. Have a lovely rest of your night if you are night, day, wherever you are watching around the world, Reds. But yeah, you never walk alone, Reds. Ta-ra.